Radio, broadcasting live 24/7. All music genres. WND1 Radio, your urban music link.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Mags in the Morning. And I have some special guests today with me. They will be performing tonight, Motown Magic, which will be happening at the Seaport Resort and Marina in Fairhaven. Welcome to the members of Riff. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Uh,
How are you?
I'm doing well in yourself. I've been waiting for you guys. Scott told me all about you guys, so I couldn't wait to get you on the show. Take the time out to introduce yourselves.
Hello. My name is Nitty Green, Michael Best. If you remember that movie Riff, Michael Best. There you go.
And I'm Big Chill, the smallest one in the group, but the biggest, if you understand what
Big Chill. I like that. I like that. It's kind of like Big Sean.
Yeah.
A Big Sean. Yeah, I like that. So tell me, where you guys from?
Man, we hailed from little city, Patterson, New Jersey. You know, born and raised over there, man, in New Jersey.
New Jersey. And just in case you all don't know who Riff are the brothers who was a part of the hit movie Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman. We were the five guys who was in the bathroom, and we sung that legendary song Fairy Side. That was basically became a renowned situation for us, which was that's being played even now in everyone's home. You know, the movie Lean on Me. So that's who the group Riff is basically.
Nice, nice. How long you guys been together? How long you guys been
We're
performing?
celebrating 35 years right now for the movie Lean on Me. So you figure, you know, we started singing together since we were teens, man. Like I want to say 13, 14 years old. We started out doing quartet gospel music, singing a group called the Spotlight Gospel Singers. So through there, graduating, going to high school, that's where Riff got started, right there in high school.
Nice, nice. As I told the listeners earlier, you're going to be performing tonight at the Seaport Resort and Marina, located in Fairhaven. That's going on tonight for anybody who is interested in having some fine adult entertainment. It's definitely going down tonight. It's Motown Magic. So it's saying Motown Magic. What are you going to give us tonight?
I mean, we're gonna come from a place from love because it's Valentine's Day weekend, of course.
Yes.
So we're
absolutely.
singing love songs. We're gonna hit you with a few originals, and we're gonna take you back into time with a little Motown. We're definitely gonna hit that tonight, along with the Full Circle Band. It's gonna be brilliant, man. So y'all make sure y'all come out. It's gonna be nice.
Definitely, definitely. And for those of you who may be inquiring, there are still tickets available. I understand. Grab them while you can because $30 in advance, $40 at the door.
Nice.
So get in touch with everybody knows Scott Ross. Get in touch with Scotty, and he'll grab you some tickets prior to the show because once again, 30 in advance, 40 at the door. Okay, gentlemen. So we know that you're going to be doing some Motown, as well as some of your own original content.
Definitely.
So can't I'm saying it first. I'm going to be in attendance.
Nice.
I can't wait. I love Motown. I was showing some of the guys. Some of my records that are on the wall, and I got a lot of Motown in there.
Yes,
A lot.
you do.
Listen, so it's always we know that we have people who we emulate.
Correct.
And who are some of the people that you kind of got some of your sound from? Who you guys who are some of the people that you follow coming up?
Well,
Go ahead, Joe.
I'll give you my perspective. Basically, some of the great groups, like say one is the Temptations, because basically Temptations was 5-member group and Riff is a 5-member group, so they were a part of our roots that we basically grew up on. You know, they inspired us to want to do the music, even though they were like before our time. You know, but for the most part, even if you date back to some of the other groups like New Edition who came out before us, some of those groups they basically looked at or they listened to groups like the Temptations, the Four Tops, and all those great legendary groups who was around before.
Stylistics, man.
Tavares,
Right
of
here,
course,
Tavares.
yes. So for the most part, they basically paved the way for groups like us. So it wouldn't be right if we don't incorporate some of their songs into our set. So come out,
Absolutely.
you got to come out and just experience what Riff is going to give you.
Absolutely. You always it's you would always try to pay homage to the people who came before you, because
Definitely.
typically, the past is what makes your future.
Hmm.
You take bits and pieces of the past and you incorporate it into the present,
Correct.
and then you get your sound.
Exactly.
I know, it doesn't make a difference in what area you're talking. I mean, myself as a DJ, I listen to a lot of mixtape DJs, a lot of greats, and you take different things from it, and you incorporate them into your routine. It's the
Right.
same thing from music, right?
Exactly.
You take bits and pieces from all groups, and you just put it into your own performance, and you get your different spin.
Exactly.
So I heard you say gospel.
Yes.
I need to hear some of the gospel people. Who's some of your gospel favorites?
Well, number one, we gotta say Commission. We gotta say the Winans.
Oh yeah, yo, that's
We
it right
have to
there.
say groups like the Mighty Clouds of Joy,
Yeah.
for sure. The Volunteers, the Clark Sisters. We
The
took
Clark
from all of
Sisters,
those
yes.
guys, and coming through high school, we used to just sit in the hallway, man, and do a lot of the Commission records for sure, man. But yeah, so those guys for sure.
Yeah, it's like I said. I've yet to meet any R&B singers who didn't have a gospel.
Yeah.
A lot of them sang in gospel,
Mm.
which in church. There you go. Which helped hone their skills, and then they branched off, and then they became R&B singers.
Correct. And we basically learned how to pay homage to what you said earlier to a lot of celebrities, the big celebrities like I use Fred Hammond for an example because he was one of our inspirations. So we had an opportunity to have him to be a part of our album, the second album, which was entitled "To Whom It May Concern." So it was a great experience with him. He basically told us a lot of things that we didn't know pertaining to the music business. He showed us a lot in terms of, vocal skills and how to basically implement, if I can say that word correctly, the different ways of how you can utilize your vocal skills by using vowels and the different notes and stuff into your notes and stuff. So we learned a lot, and it was like a wonderful experience. The thing about it is that during that time, because I was a John P. Key fan, and these brothers were straight just Fred Hammond. They loved Commission Fred Hammond. So they put me on the spot, and they was like, John, is John P. Key is Chill favorite artist in front of Fred Hammond. So they put me out there to where Fred was like, it's okay. And when he opened his mouth and sung, because it was like my first time, because when you're doing studio work, sometimes they could do magic. But when this brother opened his mouth and it was like right there in front of us, all of us was like mesmerized, like, wow, this is the legendary Fred Hammond. So just to have him in our presence, and not only in our presence, but to be
producing a song. Yeah, that's great.
It showed us a lot, and it just taught us to just how to remain humble in this game. Because people who you think that are really, big time and who can basically look down on you in a certain way, it's not always that way. This brother came in, he did the album. This particular song on the album, and he showed us love while doing it and gave us the utmost respect with it, great advice.
Yeah.
Cherished to this day.
Yeah. And I could imagine having somebody legendary in your presence only once. it gives you that extra motivation to lift your game up.
Listen, man, we had a chance to sing with Stevie Wonder
Oh,
on Friday
Stevie.
night video live and direct, and we had no idea that this was going to happen. We were actually there at Friday night videos, um, warming up. We had just flew in from London, and Stevie's down the hall. We didn't know that he was there, and he heard us singing. And Frankie Crocker, a big DJ out of New York City, was running the show, and he was like, "Listen, guys, instead of your segment, Stevie Wonder wants to sing with you guys." And
Wow.
we ended up doing a segment with Stevie Wonder live on TV. It's epic today, man. So just singing with the young Stevie Wonder was crazy,
Wow.
crazy, because he's one of our favorite
Stevie
singers.
definitely legendary. Definitely legendary.
Yeah.
Well, so now that we're on that subject, I was going to bring you. Who are some of the other artists that you've worked with?
We had a chance to work with I want to say at the time Teddy Riley. At that time, Teddy Riley, Blackstreet, Chauncey. We worked with I want to say
As far as shows,
as far you mean as
we've
far as shows?
we've like did shows with a lot of them, like High Five, come on, Force and
Force and
D's,
D's,
which is
yeah.
one of our favorite groups, man.
Funky Bunch, Mark,
Funky
Bunch.
Funky
Boy.
Bunch, Vanilla Ice. We toured with Vanilla Ice for
Yeah.
about a year. We went on tour with him when he was at his hottest. LL Cool J. We toured with him.
Correct.
And the Mama Said Knock You Out tour. So, we actually been down here. We actually came down here in the Providence
Yes.
area.
Yep.
And had a great time. So
History. Boys to Men, Joe
Boys
to
and Men, Jodeci, all of those guys.
Legendary
Yeah.
Yeah.
groups right there.
Mhm.
So- The early part of the 90s was good, like for us, we've just been around. A lot of people may not know, our history. Like I said, it goes way beyond just the movie. Because a lot of people would just, say, okay, those are the five guys in the movie, and that was just basically acting. But if you look a little deeper within that whole situation, because I guess during that time, correct me if I'm wrong, in the movie we was called the Playboys. You know what I'm saying? So then it went from there to where people didn't know that Playboys was actually
A group riff.
riff. So we had a chance, like I said, that movie gave us an opportunity to be able to go out and get a major record deal and to put out two major albums. We had top 10 hits on the charts. My Heart is Failing Me, If You're Serious, Every Time My Heart Beats. And we had some R&B singles that went top 100. Judy Had a Boyfriend, Baby Is Yours, which was released too as well. So we have a history. So just in case you don't know, Radio Land, we do have music that's out there. We have videos that's out there now. We have new songs that we recently did, songs that's entitled, like Dedicated, and songs that they're probably going to hear, Relax and When You Love. That's out there now that I know you would definitely love,
Yeah. So obviously, you guys are intertwined with the Funk Bees. When did you first link up with the Funky Bunch?
Man, I want to say last year I got a chance to actually meet 2 years ago, you said? All right, so it's about 2 years ago I got a chance to do a show down here. I put out like a solo single, and I was down here doing the show with Full Force, the Funky Bunch, and I got a chance to meet Scott. So he walks in the room. We had this we was up at some spot in I forgot the name of the spot, but it's the Casinos. And he walked in. New Kids on the Block was doing the show over there at the theater, and we at this restaurant. And Scott walks in, and he's like tall. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? So we shook hands. He was like, yo, man, I'm looking forward and working with you, man. So we ended up doing a show like a month or two later, and we've been connected ever since, man. He's a great guy.
Nice, yeah.
Great guy.
like I said, as far as the relationship that I've had with both Scott and Hector, it's been since we were yay high.
Yeah.
And I watched them. I've actually had them on our show several times, and I watched the grind that they put in.
Brian is serious, man.
I watched the grind that they put in, and it was many a years that I watched them, literally to the point where they're doing 10-hour days, 12-hour
They
days.
don't care, man.
Yes,
They are on it.
yes.
And that's what I love. Like their drive from what I've seen, and their like ability to make you want to be around them because of their attitudes. Like there's some people that just don't have it and might not ever have it.
Mm-hmm.
Scott and the boys, them Funky Bunch boys, have it, and their attitudes about it is so premier and like I want to say top tier. Like they draw you to them. So we're just happy to be working with Full Circle and the Funky Bunch, man. And we're looking to do some more things together for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, that I witnessed from a very young age. I witnessed their grind.
Yes.
And I watched them when they were first coming up with the Funky Bunch.
Mm.
And I watched them perform for hours at a time. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, this is I play basketball for about an hour and a half, and this is about 3-4 times that.
Right.
And listen, if you're going to do something and you want to do it well, you got to put time.
That's that work.
You definitely got to put time into it. And I've always praised them for that. I've always said I knew from day one that you guys were going to go somewhere because of your work ethic. Their work ethic was just when I tell you it was tirelessly. They just would grind and put in the grind.
Yeah.
And they kept it, they kept it going. And here we are. We're in 2024.
Mhm.
And
Had the
still
drive.
going.
Well, let me share this with you. Like when we first got into the music game, it was the same thing for us. Like we would do 10-hour days. I'm talking about Monday through Friday, rehearsing and like just like digging, because that's the mentality we had and how bad we basically wanted it pertaining to the music business. We wanted it that bad to where we said the only way we're going to be able to get in a good position to where things become second nature to us, we're going to have to work hard at it. And I guess in the music world today, as you get older and you put in so many years, you do have some groups who tend to like die down a little bit because of, I guess, having to take care of responsibilities and all of that. But if you look at the groups like New Edition and New Kids on the Block and all the great groups that follows like that, they still putting in that hard work and time and dedication. And that's why they're being seen and, groups, they're being booked and stuff by these promoters. And all it takes is just, to me, and I speak for the group too as well, just believing in your dream. If you feel you still have it and you want it that bad, you're still going to do what, like you said, Scott is doing. Him and Hector, you're going to still put in that hard work because you never know. You know what I'm saying? None of us never know, when something is going to basically break or something is going to take off. So that's why we try to still, as, singers, in terms of our group, we try to do what we got to do because we still believe in, our dream.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break, but in that break, we're going to play a song,
Right.
some original content. All right. The first song is called Relax.
Relax.
All right. You want to give us some history about the song?
Go ahead, Chill.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Rest in peace to the writer of that record, and the producer. What's his name again? Green?
Uncle Chuck.
Uncle Chuck. This guy, thought about us, and gave us a hot joint. Him and my good friend Big Worm. They gave us this record. They thought about Riff and gave it to us, and we came through. We delivered it. It's basically talking about relationship, like we was just saying, putting in that hard work. So when you got your wife or your girlfriend, she knows it's going to take time for you to do what you got to do in order for you to become successful. So hard work pays off. So they got to believe in you. Sometimes they tend to want to step on toes. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, my wife is over there. But nevertheless, you got to relax. You got to just chill. Because I'm coming home, baby. I ain't out doing nothing crazy. I'm coming home, baby. So just chill, relax, and you know what? We got to trust in one another.
This is a fun song, man. A woman says, "Yo, you should never tell a woman to relax." But this is one of those fun songs, man, where we're telling them, just chill. I got you. At the end of the day, I'm just working hard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sounds good to me, man.
When you check out the first verse, because Nitty, he's doing the first verse, and one of the parts of the lyric is, sometimes I don't even come home. But don't take that as what it is. He do bring his ass home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just, perspective of, studio work.
Yeah, that's the grind.
That's the grind.
It's the grind. It's the grind, man. But like I said, you put in, and it's what you get in.
That's
And
right.
sometimes it's 9-10 hours. Sometimes I'm here at the studio. I fall into that same thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm here, trying to develop new things, new ideas, content for the show,
Exactly.
and all that. And I get the same things. Like, when are you coming home?
Right.
I'll be home soon.
Mhm.
I stopped giving times.
Right.
Because when you're held to times,
man.
it's like, oh wait, you said, all right. I
Don't they
understand.
stick to it? They want
Yes.
once you put it out.
They
there,
want to
that's
be
the time.
precise.
Yeah.
Now I'm so used to it. I'll be home soon.
You're right.
I'll be home
Yeah.
soon.
No doubt.
But yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into that song. Once again, it's called Relax,
Relax.
and it is by the group Riff. We got two of you. How many members are there
It's
total?
five.
There's
Total
five.
Yeah.
Five guys.
So
five.
They're actually traveling up now.
okay.
You know,
So we've got in studio, we've got 2/5 of the group Riff,
Mhm.
and this is one of their new songs, and we're playing it exclusively right here on
Right here.
WMB1 Radio. Check it out. Leave some comments in the link below, and let us know what you think of it. We'll be right back. Enjoy the sounds of Riff. Relax.
Sometimes I don't even come home. Them nights you be calling my phone. I know it's hard for you, doing what I do, staying out at night. There's only one word for you that comes to my mind. Baby, you need to It might seem we're going the wrong way. You always scream, you never talk, so I never give a chance to say. I know it's hard for you, doing what I do, staying out at night. There's only one word for you that comes to my mind. Baby, you need to relax. feel, mama. I'ma do whatever you need. Give you everything you want, baby. All you gotta do, all you gotta do, all you gotta do is relax, relax. Hey, 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 break it down, break it down. Break it down, break it hey, 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 hey. All you gotta do is relax, relax, relax. All you gotta do is relax, relax, relax. Put it on the floor.
Welcome back to WMB1 Radio. It's Mags in the Morning, and I'm here with special guests. I've got in studio, I've got two of the 5 members of Riff, and I just played their song, Relax. I like it.
Thank you, man.
Nice and
Appreciate it.
smooth.
Appreciate
Nice
it.
and smooth.
Praise
And you were going to tell us about the video.
Yeah, the video, there is a video with the song. So you can go to YouTube
you.
and watch it and experience what it is about that song that you just heard.
All right. So you also have another song.
Oh yeah,
It's called "When You Love." Is that it?
when you love.
"When You Love." We're also going to play that too. Before we get up on out of here. So in case you're just tuning in and you're wondering what's going on, we've got the group Riff in studio, and they're going to be performing tonight at the Seaport Resort and Marina, which is located at 110 Middle Street in Fairhaven, Mass. It's entitled Motown Magic. The group is going to be giving you a lot of that Motown vibe, along with their own spin. Are you guys going to be singing your original content
We
tonight?
are gonna be singing.
Ah,
We're gonna hit them
yes.
with some original content first, and then we're gonna blast off, man, and give them that, what they came there to hear, some of that Motown magic.
Motown,
again.
yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I need to ask this. All right, I know there's 5 of you in the group.
Uh-huh.
So whenever someone says 5, I envision like stepping and stuff like that. You guys do a little.
Oh,
You guys
we
get
got
stage presence.
choreography. Oh yeah, we on it.
Ah, gotta see that. Gotta see that. Gotta see that.
Uh-huh.
Gotta see the stepping and all
Uh-huh.
that stuff. Like I said, whenever I envision 5, I think of a Jackson 5. I think
Listen.
of New Edition. I
Listen.
think of we're talking about it. Force MDs.
Some days.
All those groups
guys.
Great
that were the great steppers.
Well, I truly believe that tonight's going to be great. We're working with a new band. We never worked with them before. This the Full Circle band, so we get a chance to, the people that come today is going to experience a live experience. So, like I said, it's going to be fresh for all of us, man. But we're coming in there on 100,000. So we need for y'all to come in there. Let's have some fun. You eat some good food, some drinks, and let's turn up for the Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. The great thing about I think the great thing about the audience that you're going to have tonight, it's going to be I know because we run in the same circle, both Hector and Scott and myself, it's going to be like a 35 plus crowd.
Nice.
And that crowd truly appreciates music.
Beautiful.
When you referred to the 90s, when you said the 90s was good to us, that was the golden age of R&B.
Better believe it.
Right.
That was the
Believe
golden
it.
age of
Right.
R&B, man.
Come on.
So we talked about all these groups, Force MDs,
Mhm.
New Edition.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the groups were, they were giving their heart and their soul.
Correct.
We don't have groups like that anymore.
Well, see, the Force MDs and New Edition, we picked up on them in the 80s, but they were the blueprint for the 90s.
Yes,
Because
yes.
they did the live, you know what I mean? They had the bands, you know, they sang live, they sang from the hearts, they did choreography and stuff like that there. So we took from them and we learned they were the blueprint of it all, man. Them that 80s era was serious business.
Yes.
You know what I
yes.
mean?
Block.
And then the 90s had to take from them and make it stick because the 90s stuck very, very well. You know what I
Yes,
mean? But
yes.
the blueprint was the 80s.
Yes, definitely. The 80s was R&B was evolving
Come
differently.
on.
It was evolving differently.
It was so
It-
many artists and
Yes.
like entertainers, man.
And-
Everybody was different. Too,
Yes,
in their own way.
exactly. Everybody had their own vibe.
Right,
Everybody had their own sound.
right.
I can honestly say that the entertainment part was probably the same because as far as stepping and moving, that was
Went
good. But
hard.
as far as the singing though, it was incredible. And I think you hit it right, the nail right on the head when you said it was different, and the 80s was a blueprint, and the 90s just took it to another
Yes,
level.
exactly.
I can honestly say as a DJ, I DJ'd in both eras, and the 80s, like you said, it was they R&B was brought to another level,
Uh-huh.
and then the 90s came and they put their own little twinge on it.
They put
Well,
soulful gospel to it. Like
Well, we were introduced to the New Jack Swing.
You know something? I was
Come on.
going there.
Come
I
on.
was going with there. I was going to mention the New Jack Swing,
Yeah.
and I was also going to mention the feature
Come on.
because what they did was they incorporated rappers.
Exactly.
They made their own cameos.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
And it brought it to a different level.
Exactly.
And that's what was so great about the 90s.
Mhm.
I think the 90s, I wish groups would come back and they would take blueprints from the 80s and the 90s
Right.
and incorporate
Great
it now.
Now it'd be great.
Because we don't have those groups anymore.
No, we don't.
We have a lot of individuals,
exactly.
but we don't have groups, even in the way of female groups.
Right.
You look at the Totals, and you look at all those different groups.
Mhm.
Brownstone, yes.
Right.
Destiny's Child.
Right.
It was the same thing for them.
Right.
R&B, you threw all in one barrel. And as you said, the New Jack Swing, that was different. And then, like I said, they put the little twinge with the feature with
Right.
rappers,
Exactly.
and it took R&B to a whole nother level.
Come on, man.
So when I try to explain to the younger generation coming up, I say, listen, all you have to do, if you wanna get a snapshot of the 90s,
Mhm.
I said just listen to Mary J. Blige
Come on.
and Method Man.
Come on.
That's it right there.
Yep.
That started it. That
That's
started
it.
a whole
That's
new
it.
era,
Mhm.
and they just built upon it, and built, and before you know, R&B was out of control in the 90s.
Listen,
It was out of control.
it was so. We use the word dope
Oh yeah.
back in the 90s, man, because there was a lot of groups at that time. You had from H-Town to High Five, man, to just kept going. Next, and like all of these groups, Shy, Riff, Boys and Men, Jodeci, we all came out like us, and like Riff, Boys and Men, Jodeci, we dropped our albums on the same day.
Yeah, that's incredible.
You know what I mean? But it was like different styles, man, and we just had a variety, and everybody was doing their own thing. But like you said, that's when the features was big, like on
Yes.
Motown Philly. Bell Biv DeVoe, Mike
Yes.
Biv was spitting that on
Yes.
Motown Philly.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So the feature was big then. That's right. You're 100% right.
Yeah. It took R&B and brought it on a whole new level.
Wow.
It was wild. Like you said, dope. Another word. Yes. It was crazy. Definitely. But yeah, it's like I said, the crowd tonight, they're gonna appreciate the real music.
Mhm.
The the overall production. So I'm sure you guys are going to receive much love tonight.
Yeah.
Much love.
Well, I'm looking
Um,
forward to it, man.
it-
And from what we were told, this area, Fairhaven and Providence and Boston, they like to turn up, man.
Yes,
Have fun,
yes.
party cities.
Yes,
Right.
definitely, definitely. And the appreciation for, like I said, for bands and groups in
Mhm.
general, live music.
Yeah,
Um, there's not for me. There's nothing like it. I mean,
Right.
I grew up. We grew up in an era where you heard singers. They
There you go.
sang.
There you
They
go.
sang.
Come on, man.
Unlike today, everything auto.
Yeah, come on, man. You
We
got
we
it.
appreciate the singers.
Yep.
Like I said, when you described it, they sang.
They sang.
They
man.
sang.
Come
You know
on.
what I'm saying? They
Come
put
on.
their heart and soul into it, and I think there's a huge appreciation for that.
Come
That's
on.
what we
around
want
the
to do.
series.
Like, if you look back at the early part of like the 70s and even the 60s when the Temptations and those groups came out, the Four Top, everything was basically live
Yes.
in terms of music, band and vocals. There was no tracks and nothing behind. Everything was basically live. Now, and if you can bring that stuff back, giving the people basically like the OJ say what they want, give the people what they want.
Yeah.
I think it makes a lot of sense. And then people, they appreciate you more when you could give it to them. And then if you look at it, like, you see the difference when you have a live show compared to like a track show. It's so much more you can give people in
Yes.
terms of performance, and in terms of, just music in general. Because when you track a date, you basically, it's like basically you have to just go that route. You can't, do anything different. But with a live band, it takes you to a whole different level. So we're here tonight in Fairhaven, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna take them to a whole different level.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'll be in attendance. I'm looking forward to it. Once again, anyone who is, who's just maybe tuning in, listening to the show, it's Motown Magic. Riff is going to be in effect. They're going to be singing some of their own content as well as some other music. I'm sure they're going to put on a great show. Also, I just noticed I would be remiss if I didn't give shouts out. DJ Lady Ruck is going to be in the building,
Yes, he's there.
spinning some top 40s. There's going to be a special performance on the sax by Michael Tunes and Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Teddy Matthews is going to be in the building.
Yeah, they're good.
So Teddy Matthews, we had Teddy Matthews right down the street.
Yeah.
We had him this summer.
Yeah.
And he put on a really good show.
Yeah.
So yes, it all makes for a great evening of entertainment, which is going down tonight. Once again, if you haven't gotten your tickets, please grab them now. Tickets are $30 in advance. They're going to be $40 at the door. If anybody knows Scott Ross, hit him up. Anybody looking for tickets, hit me up. I'll point you in the right direction.
Right.
Hit me up, and let's make it happen. It's going to be a great night tonight. So before we leave, anything you guys want to say?
You can do it. All right. You can follow us.
I was about to say.
Follow us
Right.
on Instagram, Facebook. This is the new world, man. You gotta follow us, Right?
And social media
Yeah,
is huge.
social media. So you can follow us at Riff Sounds. That's everywhere. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Riff Sounds. You can follow us everywhere. Our new music, is out there, and stay tuned. We have some things cooking up. We'll be down here. We'll be visiting the city more.
And y'all can look out for some new music with Riff and the Funky Bunch. We got some.
Ah,
Oh
here
yeah,
we go.
We got a surprise for everybody.
There you
About to
go.
down.
Looking forward to it. So before we leave, I'm going to hit you off with your other song, When You Love. You want to give us a little content about that?
Well, you got to chill. You do
Okay,
that.
When You Love. My boy put me on the spot all the time. All right, that's Nitty Green. So When You Love is basically a song about a person that cares for you, and you basically giving back in return. I think love makes the world.
Mm-hmm.
Without love, it's no world.
That's right.
Without love, there's no marriages, there's no children. You know what I'm saying? There's no wives, no husband. So when you love, it's Riff. Let's get it.
Them Lean on Me boys.
Lean
Yo,
on Me.
check it
There
out.
you go. Once again, before we leave, I can't stress enough. Motown Magic happening tonight at the Seaport Resort and Marina, located at 110 Middle Street in Fairhaven, Mass. Next town over. Tickets are still available. $30 in advance, $40 at the door. Get at
What
it.
time does that start?
It's from 8 to midnight.
8 to midnight.
8 to midnight. All right. So I'd like to thank the members of RIF
Thank you for
for
having us.
coming through WMB1 Radio.
Thank you for having us.
Greatly appreciated. Hopefully we can do another interview when you drop that new music
We
with
love
the
it.
Funk Bees.
We would love to, man.
Yeah. But yes, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you guys tonight.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, we're gonna drop the single "When You Love" exclusively right here by the group RIF.
She wears a heart on her sleeve. He's not sensitive enough. She believes love conquers all. Easier when the going is too tough. She likes holding hands. Not affectionate. She forgives, but she don't trust. But they find a way to love. You learn to love them when you love. You learn to trust them when you love. When you love. When you love. When you love somebody. You forgive and forget. When you love. Little things you don't sweat. When you love. When you love. When you love. Fussing, fighting, arguing about nothing. Hey, the lying, the cheating, deceiving, all misleading. Yeah. Breakups, makeups, good days to bad days. Hellos, goodbyes. I cried and cried, but somehow we'll make it work for better or for worse. When we find a way to love, you learn to love him. When you love, you learn to trust him. When you love, when you love, when you love somebody, you forgive and forget. Little things you don't sweat. When you love, when you love. Still on bending knees, quarter to three, 'cause my heart's yearning for you. Oh, I can't forget the look in your eyes. How much you wanted for us to get it right. I'll compromise, I'll be true, I'll be true. Girl, for me and for you. I'll keep earning your trust, earning your love, and I believe in us. I believe in love. Mama, when you learn to love, you learn to trust. When you love somebody, you forgive and forget. Give and forget little things you don't sweat. When you love, little things you don't sweat.
I would like to introduce
Okay, let's go.
New Billboard's new online radio station. WNB1 Radio broadcasting live 24/7. All music genres. WNB1 Radio. Your urban music link.